Originally I started using Kitty's Crumble as a kitty litter, and now it's turned into Kritters Crumble, so I use it for my reptiles. Kritters Crumble is very absorbent when it comes to odour. It has a natural odour absorbency, so there's no added perfumes, which also helps to not create an odour. It's also easy to clean up, spot clean your cage, so you don't use as much product. It's very versatile for all different animals. I use it for breeding my feed for my reptiles. It's ingestible, so they can actually swallow it when they're feeding. It doesn't cause any issues, so it can actually be passed. There's different fibres, so you can get a large grain Kritters Crumble or you can get a small grain Kritters Crumble. It depends on whether you have arboreal reptiles or whether you have lizards or geckos, and it doesn't matter either way whether or not it's more moist or not. I use the Kritters Crumble for the larger product, for larger reptiles, so my carpet python, which is what I have at home, and I use the smaller fibre for my children's python and for my bearded dragons, turtles, dry area, all sorts of places. It's also been used with my frogs in the bottom of my tank, so you can actually keep it under the water of the reptile tank. Frogs have a very strong urine smell. With the Kritters Crumble, it naturally odour absorbs, so you don't have the problem with the odour smell. You don't have the problem with mould like you would with, say, a sphagnum moss or something like that. It's very, very good for all sorts of water animals, so you don't get that damp, moist smell. It actually has a natural smell. Kritters Crumble makes your tank look more natural as well. I find that you can lay it out in your tank and you can put some plants in, and it does actually look like a natural setup rather than having pellets or having any other kind of litter. It's a really good substrate. There's no issue with it getting caught in snakes' eyelids, which is a huge issue with other products. You don't have to worry about the dust or anything like that. It doesn't have any dust. It doesn't have any kind of particles at all that can cause any problems. Respiratory problems aren't an issue. That's in my vet nursing experience. It's 100% pesticide, chemical free. It's 100% organic and it's biodegradable. So after I spot clean my tank, I throw it straight out on my garden or I put it in my worm farm. So it is very, very versatile. With Kritters Crumble, I find that the bag is actually, I use a lot less per cage. So I use the 9 litre bag and I can fill at least 3 or 4 tanks, as opposed to using the Breeder's Choice or another type of litter, which is the pellets. That takes a whole bag to fill at least 1 4-foot tank. So I do find that it is very good value for money. I find my reptiles actually enjoy Kritters Crumble. If I pull my snake out of the tank and then let him lay on top of the Kritters Crumble, he'll actually try and dig underneath it. He pushes against the product. I think it may be due to the moisture, but yeah, he actually enjoys the product. So they'll lay on the ground more than they're up in the trees, which is a very good thing.